Zartan? Who is Zartan? You are literally wearing a mask from Halloween Town. Look, just don't. He'll keep doing it until you act like you don't recognize him. Just don't. Hey everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms and another review. Wow, amazing, huh? And this time we're going to review the evil master of disguise, Zartan. Does anyone remember the commercial? He's an evil master of disguise, Zartan. I mean, we should look that up just for fun, shouldn't we? Anyway, I'm sure if I put it on my video, it'll get a copyright smack, because I get copyright smacks for stuff that's public domain. So, hey, why not? Alright, and here you see him in the package. He's got a slightly different background. That's really all to report. And, you know, you got those codes you can go to the damn website, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Whatever. I really don't like that. And, you know, I just told her, he got a level 4 disguise. Well, he's Zartan. He damn well better have level 4 disguise. And here he goes on the spinner, and you get a 360 view of him. And at first I thought he was a little too dark, but after a bit, I got to looking at him, and I think, yeah, you know, no, this might be alright. And, you know, it is a darker scheme, but I don't hate it. So, now taking him off the spinner and putting him just plain, there you see him in all his glory with, yes, that mighty handgun. Now, for those not versed in the cartoon, I believe it was part 3 of Pyramid of Darkness. Or it might have even been Weather Dominator. I'm not 100% sure. I have to go back and watch. Oops, darn. Zartan took his gun, aimed it up at the top of a mountain, and boom, brought the whole thing down on top of the Joes. Caused a huge avalanche. And, you know, you just got this like, wow, that is the most powerful handgun in the universe. And, you know, in actuality, it was just, you know, it was already getting ready to go, so blah, blah. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it funny and thought I'd share, and now I'm just kind of sitting here. So, yeah, in addition to all the stuff you get with Zartan, you get the hand and mouth of Vecna. Really, that's not what it is, but, you know, anyway, these can hang on his belt or hang on his backpack, whichever one you want to use. I don't really understand the purpose of these, but they're here for extras. So there you go. More of the swamp vibe, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And, of course, he has a nice little sheath for his knife. Now, if you notice, it does kind of get in the way. There is a remedy for that I found out through some, I can't even remember where I found it, but I'll show it to you in just a second. So, as you can see, what you can do is that little knob, little hole on the knife, you can poke it through the pegs on the backpack. In addition, on the other side, you can put the gun. So, he doesn't have to carry it around. Now, I do have to say, this backpack is so damn bulky. Of course, it contains his mask, but I remember my original Zartan, I never used the backpack hardly at all. I just kind of left it to the side and put it in an accessory box. I kind of have the feeling I'll do the same thing with this one. It's too cumbersome and too in the way. Now, both the hood and handkerchief do come off, or in the case of mine, they tend to just fall off on their own. And I don't know how I feel about that. The handkerchief especially just sort of, well, yeah, prove me wrong. Okay. It sort of just is there, and it doesn't really have a lot to hold on to. The hood has fallen off on mine a couple of times now, so yeah, I do like the texture on the side of it, though. Now, the reason for that is to make the mask easier to put on, and of course, the mask does sit comfortably inside the backpack, which comes apart. Now, the mask just kind of pops on his face. It does, nothing's really holding it. It's just there. And pop, boom, there it is. And so a little struggle with the handkerchief and hood, and you can get everything back on. Well, actually, you don't even have to take the handkerchief off, but that's beside the point. Anyway, there he is. Not quite as effective as I thought with the 1/18 scale one, but it's workable. And I'm going to be bluntly honest, I don't know how I feel about the hood being removable. I mean, I do like how it sits, right over, it comes over the eyes a little bit when it's on right. Of course, getting it on there is just a pain. But, underneath, I remember the old ones, you would tear them off and it would be like a big groove in his head. I saw many a friend of mine destroy their Zartans with that. And, then there was the sort of punk one. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. I'll just say it that way. It's good, but it's not great. Another thing about the hood being removable, if you start doing poses where he's looking to the side, the hood tends to want to come up and it really doesn't look good. That's another issue. So just something to keep in mind. For some comparison, here he is with Barbecue and Storm Shadow. Recycled shot again. Hey, being economic here. So at the end of it all, I'd have to say, there are a few issues with this figure. The hood primarily, and the way the knife sheath sits. I mean, it could have set it a little further over and that wouldn't have been an issue. But still, it's a pretty solid figure. I'll give it 4 stars. I like it. The darker tone does not bother me as much as I thought it would. And Lord knows, we're going to need the leader of the Dreadnoks pretty soon anyway. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for this review from Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.